The Ladybug and the Cricket, a tale of friendship and courage. Once upon a time, in a sunny meadow filled with tall grass, colorful flowers, and buzzing bees, there lived a cheerful little ladybug named Leela. Lila loved to explore the meadow, flying from flower to flower, sipping sweet nectar, and saying hello to all her insect friends. Her bright red wings with black spots sparkled in the sunlight, and everyone in the meadow thought she was the friendliest ladybug around. Not far from Lila's favorite patch of daisies lived a cricket named Charlie. Charlie was a talented musician who loved to play his violin-like legs, filling the meadow with beautiful melodies. Every evening, as the sun began to set, Charlie would perch on a rock and play his music, and all the insects would gather around to listen. But during the day, Charlie was shy and spent most of his time hiding in the tall grass, practicing his songs alone. One sunny morning, Lila was fluttering through the meadow when she heard a faint, sad tune coming from the grass. Curious, she followed the sound and found Charlie sitting on a blade of grass, his head down as he played a lonely melody. "Hi there," Lila said brightly, landing beside him. "That's such a pretty song, but why does it sound so sad?" Charlie looked up, surprised. "Oh, hello," he said softly. "I didn't think anyone could hear me. I was just practicing." "Well, I heard you, and I think your music is wonderful," Lila said with a smile. "Why don't you come out and play for everyone? They'd love it." Charlie shook his head. "I'm too shy. What if they don't like my music? What if I make a mistake?" Lila tilted her head. "Everyone makes mistakes, but that's okay. Your music makes the meadow feel magical. And besides, you're not alone. You've got me now. I'll be your biggest fan." Charlie smiled for the first time that day. "You really think so?" "I know so," Lila said. "Come on, let's go explore the meadow together. I'll introduce you to all my friends." From that day on, Lila and Charlie became the best of friends. Lila helped Charlie come out of his shell, and Charlie's music brought joy to everyone in the meadow. They spent their days exploring, laughing, and sharing adventures. Charlie even started playing his music during the day, and all the insects would gather around to dance and sing along. One day, as Lila and Charlie were exploring a new part of the meadow, they stumbled upon a group of ants who were in trouble. A heavy rainstorm had washed away their food supply, and they were struggling to find enough to eat. "We need to help them," Lila said, her heart filled with compassion. "But how?" Charlie asked. "We're just a ladybug and a cricket. What can we do?" Lila thought for a moment, then smiled. "We can use our talents. You can play your music to lift their spirits, and I can fly to the other side of the meadow to find food." Charlie nodded, feeling a spark of courage. "You're right. Let's do it." Lila flew off to gather seeds and berries, while Charlie began to play a lively tune for the ants. The music filled the air, and soon the ants were tapping their feet and smiling despite their troubles. By the time Lila returned with food, the ants were dancing and laughing, their worries forgotten. "Thank you, Lila and Charlie," the ants cheered. "You've saved the day." As the sun set that evening, Lila and Charlie sat on their favorite rock, watching the stars appear in the sky. "You know," Charlie said, "I used to think I wasn't brave enough to help anyone. But today I realize that even small creatures like us can make a big difference." Lila smiled. "That's the magic of friendship and courage. When we work together, there's nothing we can't do." From that day on, Lila and Charlie became known as the heroes of the meadow. They continued to explore, help others, and share their talents with everyone they met. And every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Charlie would play a special song just for Lila, a song about friendship, courage, and how a little ladybug had changed his life. And so, in the sunny meadow, the ladybug and the cricket proved that even the unlikeliest of friends can create the most beautiful harmony and make the world a better place. One small act of kindness at a time. The end.